getting the love from his teammates. Hello and welcome back to a brand new episode of Mighty Mac Week in Review. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We hope you had a great week. My name's Dave Molinaro. My partner's back. She's done teaching for a little bit, so we brought her back in the office. Sarah Pasternak, thank you for coming.
It's really great to be back. Not done yet, but finals are upon us. We've got a lot going on. Before we head home for break next week, the men's basketball team went to Keystone this past Saturday to open up CSAC play. They opened up with a 76-67 win, and then they hosted Centenary with Roy Ferrell Jr. just 8 points away from a 1,000-point club. Let's see how they did. In the midst of an early game run, Ferrol Jr. races up the right side, shakes his defender, and hits this floater to break the 1,000-point mark for his career and give Immaculata the 9-point lead. Now in the midst of a 21-2 run in the first half, the Mighty Macs took control of the game with the help of Matt Cruson's second straight and one finish at the rim to put Immaculata up by 10. Centenary would keep the game close and trim the lead to 14, but Josh Singleton makes a great pass out of the post to a cutting Roy Ferrell Jr. for two of his game-high 22 points to go with 14 rebounds. Leading by 11 points in the closing minutes of the game, it's Will Chapman's turn as he buries this three-pointer for three of his season-high 12 points as the Macs would put away the victory 79-63. We're joined here today in studio by Roy Ferrell Jr., a senior on the Immaculata men's basketball team. Roy, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. So we did not know until a second ago, and I just told him, but he was just named CSAC Player of the Week. It just came out on Twitter from the CSAC account. Congratulations to that. Can you talk about your guys' start so far, 2-0 in conference against two pretty strong competitors. Just talk about the team so far.
I mean, I think as a team we've been flowing lately. We work hard day in and day out at practice. I know we play with like a little chip on our shoulder just because we were picked to finish at the end of the conference, and we didn't feel like that's where we really were. I just think us playing hard is what's getting us these wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were picked 8th, and I think both teams we beat already were picked above us in the preseason coaches poll. So a lot of doubters to prove wrong, especially at home. We are very tough at home. The big news this weekend, obviously, you joined the 1,000-point club. Congratulations, big honor. You're going to get your name up on the banner. Can you talk about the feeling of getting that 1,000th point this Saturday and all your hard work you put into it?
Well, first off, I just want to thank everyone who has been around the whole time through, from middle school coaches, high school coaches, my college coaches here, my parents, fans, everyone, teammates, especially my teammates. And I mean, I guess it's definitely a great honor. I'm very proud of it. But from here on out, we're just going to ride this momentum to try to win the CSAC. That's the ultimate goal.
And then one more question before we get you out. If you've ever been to an Immaculata game, you've heard your mom. She's in the front row. She's the loudest one in the gym. She was so proud when it happened. I know I looked towards her more than I was watching you and the boys celebrate. I wanted to see what she was doing. Shirts, signs, the whole noisemaker sheet, everything. Can you talk about the moment? Was it after the game you shared with your mom?
It was great. Everything was a surprise. Of course, she kept track of the points the whole way through. She's been planning this since the summertime. I mean, I have the shirt on now. It was a nice shirt, so I really appreciated all of it. She made bracelets. It was really nice, and the time afterwards, I mean, I just hugged her and just said thank you for everything. I mean, appreciate everything she has done for me the whole time through. My sister, my dad, my grandmother, everybody.
Yeah, Roy, 1,000 points. The Mighty Macs are 2-0 now in conference. Couple games coming up this week. You can check out their schedule on GoMightyMacs.com. I'm sure we'll talk to him after Christmas break once CSAC play picks up more in January. Roy, thank you very much.
All right,
congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations again to Roy Ferrell Jr. on 1,000 points. That's pretty cool. The Macs are going to continue CSAC play Wednesday on the road at Cabrini, and then come back Saturday. There's a doubleheader on campus. The men start at 3 hosting McDaniel.
Congratulations again to Roy. The women's basketball team traveled to Eastern and dropped a non-conference game there last week, and then they hosted Centenary for their CSAC opener on Saturday. Let's see how they did. In the first quarter of an early tight game, Gina Kachi finds Teresa Walsh just outside the three-point line, who hits a cutting Tamira Laws for the layup and foul as she converted for 3 of her 10 points on the day. Later, down by 14 in the middle of the second quarter, it's Kachi and Walsh again, as Walsh kicks it back out to Kachi for the three-pointer from the wing, which she knocks down. Moments later, it's freshman Annie Kahuka's turn to knock down the triple as she scores 3 of her 9 first-half points, and the Macs would trail heading into the locker room. Centenary would then take control of the game early in the third quarter, but Tess Kiefer breaks the press here, but it was not enough in a loss to the Cyclones. The Macs will host Moravian and Goucher this week. Track and field competed in their first meet of the indoor season, and the women came in 12th at the Bowtie Classic. Congratulations to freshman Jessica McHugh, who set a new school record in the 400-meter and came in third for the top finish of the day. The men placed 11th at the same event, led by a tie for 5th place finish by Tom Sagendorf in the shot put. The track and field team will be off until next semester.
There's going to be 3 games on campus this week. The women's basketball team play Wednesday night. Make sure you check that one out. Either come out to Alumni Hall or you can tune in on GoMightyMacs.com. And then, as I said, we have a doubleheader on Saturday. Women at 1, men at 3. 2 out-of-conference games. It's going to be a good weekend.
And after you check out all those games this week, make sure you check out our episode next week, Christmas episode, getting ready for the holidays. Make sure you study up for finals, and then get ready to enjoy the holidays.
Yep.
That's all we have for this episode. My name's Sarah Pasternak.
I'm Dave Molinaro.
And go Macs.